Hello friends, I am Rutuja Vaikar. From today, I will teach you the class 12th CBSE Biology. In first video, I will explain the introductory part of the biology syllabus. Okay, so let's get start. You know that in 11th standard you already studied the um, other chapters up to the unit 5th. Now in the 12th you have to start from the unit 6. Okay, you can see here there are total 5 units in your syllabus of CBSE biology. First unit, that is the unit number 6. The name of this unit is the reproduction. I will also tell about the how many marks are there included in every unit. So in the 6th unit of reproduction you have total 14 marks. Okay, under the reproduction there are total 4 chapters are there. Then next unit, that is the 7th unit. The name of that unit is the genetics and the evolution. This is having total 18 marks. And under the unit 7 there are total 3 chapters. Then 8. In the unit 8, the name of this unit is the biology and human welfare, and according to CBSE paper pattern it is having 14 marks. Then unit 9, in the unit 9 the name of that unit 9 is the biotechnology and its application. This is very easy unit, interested one, and it is having 10 marks according to your CBSE paper pattern. Okay, and last is the unit number 10, that is the ecology and the environment. It is having 14 marks and the total marks of the whole unit is the 70 marks paper. Okay, I will also explain you about the what is the paper pattern, but not in this video. I will upload that video up to next, that what is the paper pattern of the CBSE board. Okay, next we will start the special introduction about the unit number 6, that is the reproduction. So unit 6 is the reproduction. In the reproduction you have total 4 chapters. First is the reproduction in organism. You know that what is the reproduction, what are the types of reproduction, sexual and the asexual, this is the type of reproduction. Then what is the methods, that all we will study in this unit, that is the reproduction. And in the first chapter of the reproduction there are so many subpoints like your reproduction, a characteristic feature of all the organism for the continuation of the species, modes of reproduction either sexual or the sexual. Then also what is the binary fission, after the binary fission sporulation is there. Okay, then vegetative propagation means the reproduction which is carried out by asexual method, and propagation is the another word for the reproduction. Okay, then fragmentation, it is also the type of reproduction. In short, in the reproduction of organism we will detailed study of the asexual reproduction only. Okay, the second chapter is the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. Flowering plants means angiosperms. Angiosperms, that is having seed bearing plants. You already studied in the 11th standard. Okay, so in this chapter you have to study what is the flower structure, the male and the female gametophytes, pollination, the types of pollination, what are the events that takes place under the post fertilization. Also you have to study what is the significance of the seed dispersal and the fruit formation, that all from root to the fruit. You have to study in the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. In the angiosperms, the reproduction is carried out by both the ways, either asexual or the sexual. From that, we have to study the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. The third chapter under the unit 6 of the reproduction is the actual human reproduction. In the human reproduction, you will study how human reproduce. That means what is the male gamete, what is the female gamete, the parts of male and the female reproductive system, then what is the blastocyst formation, how the embryo development is carried out. This is whole under the third chapter of the reproduction we have to study. Okay, the last, that is the fourth chapter of this unit, reproduction, is the reproductive health. In the reproductive health, you have to study the need for the reproductive health and the prevention of the sexually transmitted diseases. Then the birth control, what are the methods, why the need of the birth control. Then there are several techniques are there, like the IVF, ZIFT, GIFT. That is all under the reproductive health. This is the introduction part about the unit 6, that is the reproduction. The next unit is the genetics and the evolution. It is very important unit according to your paper pattern, because it is having total 18 marks. I already told you about the marks allotted for this unit. Okay, so unit is genetics and evolution. In the genetics and the evolution, there are total 3 chapters are there. The chapter number 5th is the principles of inheritance and the variations. Under this chapter, you have to study what is the dominance, what is the codominance, Mendelian's law, law of inheritance, law of independent assortment, what is the inheritance of the blood group. Then you have to study different examples according to dominancy. You have to study the dihybrid cross, monohybrid cross. This type of subtopics are under the principles of inheritance and variations. Then the molecular basis of inheritance, it is also very important chapter, and under the molecular basis of inheritance, you have to study the DNA as genetic material. Watson and Crick model you have to study. Then what is the RNA structure, what is the DNA structure, what is the genetic code. After the genetic code, you have to also study what is the transcription, what is the translation. This is all under the molecular basis of inheritance, and this unit is having high weightage, that is 18 marks. Okay, this is also a very important chapter. Then lac operon is there. What is the operon? The introductory part of operon you have to study in the 6th chapter, that is the molecular basis of inheritance. Then there is a 7th chapter, evolution. You all know that what is the evolution. Okay, so evolution, the subtopics of this chapter is the origin of life, then human evolution, adaptive radiation, what is the principles with the examples, the types of natural selection, what is the mutation, what is the recombination. That is all under the evolution. Okay, so this is the chapter number 7, evolution. This is about genetics and the evolution we will study. The next unit is the biology and human welfare. In the biology and human welfare, there are total 3 chapters are there, and the marks, 14 marks are there for your paper of the class 12th CBSE. Okay, so first chapter number 8, and this is very interesting chapter. You will study whatever around us. You know very well what is the infection, what are the diseases, what are the types of diseases. Some are waterborne diseases, some are airborne diseases, some diseases transfer from the air, some are transferred from the water. Such type of topics you have to study in the human health and the reproduction. So the actual topics are like the what is the pathogen, what are the viruses, then you have to study the different type of diseases like the malaria, dengue, chikungunya, then what is their control, what is the prevention, basic concepts of immunology, what is the meaning of immunology. That is all in the human health and the diseases. The chapter number 9 is the strategies for enhancement in the food production. From that, the improvement in the food production, plant breeding, then tissue culture, single cell protein, in short it is also called the SCP. Okay, then again agriculture and the animal husbandry, that is all under the strategies for the enhancement in the food production. The chapter number 10 is the microbes in human welfare. You all know that microorganisms are present everywhere in nature which cannot be seen by naked eyes. If you want to see the microorganism, then you need the microscope. So, some microorganisms are beneficial for us, some are harmful for us. If the beneficial organism is there, then they are important for the human beings, and if they are the harmful one, they will cause the disease. So that is all you have to study under the chapter number 10, microbes in the human welfare. Like what is the industrial use of the microorganism, then household food processing, like your curd is the production of the microorganism by the lactobacillus, that is one of the example I am giving you in the introduction. Then what are the biofertilizers, biocontrol agents, microbes as a biocontrol agents, microbe as the biofertilizer, then some antibiotics which is also made up of the microorganism. This is all about the microbes in human welfare. This is very interesting unit. The marks for this unit is the total 10 marks are there. Okay. The next is the unit number 9, biotechnology and its application. Biotechnology, the 11th chapter is the biotechnology and the principles and the processes. That is the latest research of our science, that is the biotechnology. Then you have to study the RDT in this. You will study the RDT in this chapter, that is the recombinant DNA technology. This unit is having 10 marks, and last unit, that is the last unit was biology and human welfare. It is having 14 marks, and this is having 10 marks. Only 2 chapters are there, biotechnology principles and processes, and 12th chapter is a biotechnology and its application. You have to study in both the chapters, like what is the gene therapy, what is the human insulin and vaccine production, then genetically modified organism. That all you will study in this unit number 9, that is the biotechnology and its application. And the last unit, that is the unit number 10, ecology and environment. It is having total 4 chapters, the chapter number 13, 14, 15 and 16, and this unit is having total 14 marks. Okay. Organism and the population, chapter number 13. In this you have to study what is the habitat of the different type of organism, that what is the ecological adaptation, the population interactions are there. You know that you already studied about the mutualism, competition, citizen, growth, what is the growth, what is the birth rate, then death rate, age distribution. Such type of study we will in the chapter number 13, organism and the population. Then chapter number 14 is the ecosystem. In this you have to study the detail about the ecosystem. Different cycles are there, like carbon cycle, then cycle, Then ecological services like your carbon fixation, pollination, the types of pollination, seed dispersal, and the oxygen release. You have to study in brief in this lesson. Ecosystem. The 15th lesson is the biodiversity and its application. In this lesson you have to study the what is the concept of biodiversity, then patterns of biodiversity, what is the important of this biodiversity in the living organism, then red data book, biosphere, reservoirs, national parks, such type of study you have to study in the biodiversity and its conservation. The last chapter is the environmental issues. It is very easy chapter, and you already know about this because in this lesson there is air pollution, radioactive waste management, water pollution is there, then its control, their effects, ozone layer depletion, deforestation, and any case study as success story of the environmental issues. So, this is the introductory part of your syllabus CBSE Biology class 12th. So, in next lecture, we will start from the chapter number 1st, reproduction in organism. So, keep watching. Thank you.